Hello, everyone. This is the Crusader Historian, and today we've got another video for you. Before we begin, just a moment to do my duty as a citizen of the United States here, and as a show of respect to every single YouTube user in the world. Please keep in mind that for various reasons that seem rather silly and concerning, there is a clampdown on censorship right now. Maybe you might not care. However, the thing is, it is wrong to restrict someone's ability to express their beliefs, express their thoughts, and ensure everyone sees that. The thing that you need to understand is freedom of speech is one of the great bedrocks of our great and noble civilization. If we lose that, we are going to dwindle and not become free anymore. So please join forces to ensure YouTube lives up to its reputation, as well as the big tech companies, as the other big tech companies, to ensure they live up to their reputation, to the virtues of freedom of speech and expression. Thank you very much. Now we will begin. All right. So the title of this video is Who Are the Arcani? Who are the Arcani? Who are the Arcani? We'll just call them Arcani. Alright, well, let's begin. Rome Total War. This was the first game that got me into the Total War franchise. It was an awesome game, and whenever I played as Rome, preferably House Julii, we had these guys, the Arcani. Now, any one of you who still remembers these, you remember them well. How they're a small unit of 15 men, but make an army of them, they can tear apart armies about 2 to 3 times their size. And man, it was awesome. They can go up against everything, and they will still kick butt. I found this that really, I will say, confirms what we see. The Arcani, Rome's ninjas. Calflops. If any unit here is completely fantasy, it would be this one. The twin swords, incredible stamina, black armor, and ability to hide anywhere, even in an open field. And also kick the butts out of every single unit they fight against. All pure, unadulterated fantasy, right? Wrong. There were Arcani, at least groups named such Arcanus, meaning hidden ones or secret ones in Latin. And the Arcani themselves were spies and scouts of the Empire. A shadow organization, they were never mentioned but once in ancient texts in Britannia. They were accused of treason by allowing the barbarians, whom they knew were gathering for an attack, to do so without giving word to the garrisons. After the barbarians were repealed and Britannia set in order by Theodosius, the Arcani therefore were disbanded in disgrace. Other groups may have existed, but being hidden scouts and spies, they were never mentioned in historical texts. It seems rather odd that spies and scouts of this nature were used only in one province, not throughout the border regions, thus leaving one open suggestion that other units did exist, but being secret were never mentioned because they performed their tasks properly. But they were far from the battlefield ninjas of our beloved game. I will say this. That is true. We don't know very much about the Arcani except for that one major screw-up in Britannia. some historians think that they were a tribe, but I doubt it. Strictly because of the other information that I read. They were elite scouts and spies. The reason why we haven't heard very much is likely the same reason why, in theory, why we don't hear very much about what the CIA is doing. The CIA, we do not have a history on the CIA's and spies' successes, only of their failures. And the reason why we now know about their successors is the onset of the digital age. The Romans did not have that, so very likely the reason why they were doing so, they were not mentioned in any of the texts, except for the one in Britannia, was because, well, they did well enough in the other areas. In Britain and Britannia, they messed up. But who were these guys? Well, I would think they are the equivalent of our special forces, like the equivalent of Delta Squad. I mean, like Delta Squad, or our special forces like the SAS, the Israeli Skyrat Makal, and Navy SEALs, Green Berets. Special forces come from excellent soldiers and trained in other forms of warfare. And they also serve as scouts, spies, and commandos, and I think this is what the Arcani were. There must be some truth that perhaps they had a reputation of being excellent soldiers and recruited from the best. However, they were given extra training as scouts and spies to further the interests of the empire. But not much is known about them, because it's likely that because the Arcani are a state secret, nothing is recorded about them. Any effort about them is probably recorded orally or destroyed, sort of like I can picture the emperor writing down something for his successor. The emperor reads it and then destroys it. One of those, destroy it or eat it after you read it. And I would say it is a major, cool, interesting deception. A deception that the Arcani are truly the hidden ones. We do not know one thing about these elite operatives, except for their one major failure in Britannia. If it wasn't for that, we would not have known that the Romans had indeed a state secret. A state secret that they had something like a CIA or a Green Beret or commando force hiding and serving the interests of the empire. A great, cool, final deception, you could say, for us. The fact that no matter how much we uncover, how much we study, we will never know the full mysteries of Rome. Romans' use of deception ensured their survival and existence of this group, to ensure the survival and existence of their empire. It may be problematic to us, but in times of war, as Sun Tzu said, all war is based on deception. And we can say the Arcani and the Romans understood that well. Like I said a few moments ago, if it wasn't for that major mess up in Britain, we would not have heard the Arcani has ever existed. It would be wise to assume there were much more Arcani operations going around. But what happened to them? That is going to be a mystery that the sands of time are going to keep for all eternity. Well, anyway, thank you so much for listening to this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's all greatly appreciated, and I'll see you later. Bye.